Hey everyone, welcome back to another unboxing video, and today we're going to be taking a look at just one figure. I tried to wait as long as possible to see if I could get others, but I couldn't find anything. I was actually looking for the Hammond Collection Velociraptor from Jurassic Park 3. I was actually kind of looking forward to that one. I know many people weren't, but funny enough, for all the people saying that they thought the figure looked bad, or they didn't, they were looking forward to it, or they're getting tired of Velociraptors, the thing still seems to have sold out everywhere, so clearly it must not be that bad. I don't know, I don't have it, so I can't say. But yeah, no, so I couldn't really get any other figures, or at least anything that I was truly interested in. So today we're just gonna be taking a look at the Hiya Toys Kong. And I mean, just initial impressions. For me personally, I think it's a step down from their Godzilla figure. So far I'm feeling a lot of limitations that I just think could have been done much better. But even with that said, it's still a solid figure. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it. All right, so right away I wanted to take show y'all a good look at the fur detail, the sculpting of it, and it's really solid. The fur is just very well sculpted. It's about as good as you can make fur look on, on like a solid plastic piece. There's no way to really make fur look as realistic in that sense without actually using real fur. So what they do here, it's pretty solid. I think it's on par with like the Mezco Kong, which I thought was always a really solid Kong figure. The detail and everything is very sharp, very a lot of good carvings and all that stuff. But and I do think it's like on par with the SH Monstars, maybe slightly better. But as far as where it really shines, I think is a lot of the sort of skin texture, and I think the paint is more so what kind of brings it to life. But I think definitely like on the face, there's a lot of really good wrinkles and folds that kind of like that. When you look at Kong in the film, he kind of has those features, and to see it present on here just gives it a little more of a lifelike kind of look. But yeah, and again, just looking at more of the fur detail, I mean, it's a really solid looking figure. And for me personally, that's not the problem with the figure. The problem more so, again, we'll talk about later, but just comes in the form of the articulation. But yeah, again, just looking at it, it's really good. It's really good. And here we're gonna take a closer look at the head. And just the first, it comes with 3 heads. The first one is just sort of this more stoic look, and it's just really solid. Just again, some really good just detail and on the fur and on the face and everything. But it does, like I said, it does come 3 heads. And to swap them out, it's just on a ball joint. So if you've swapped out any head in an action figure before, it's kind of simple. You just pop it off, and then you can pop on the new head. And this one is the kind of more growling face. To me, this is more reminiscent of how he looked when he was pretty much about to fight Mechagodzilla. It's like the part where he pops his shoulder back in, and then he just the screen closes up on his face as he's growling. And then again, you just if you want to switch it for the other face, you just pop off the ball joint and then put on a new head. And this is the roaring, which is very obvious. You think that's the one thing that they would come with. So yeah, I mean, like I said, he has the stoic, the growling, and then he has this roaring, which has some really good teeth detail. And that's one thing I forgot to mention with the growling face is that on the paint for the teeth on that one, they're just a bit too dirty to me. Like I'm not imagining Kong having bright white teeth, but there it's like he has gingivitis or something like. Whereas on the roaring face, the teeth look much better. They look more like dirty, but still like just believable. And the tongue detail and everything, like it's all really solid. And so yeah, I mean those are the heads, and let's get to the other accessories. And just like how he comes with interchangeable heads, he does come with interchangeable hands. Now the first ones he comes with are the right out of the box are the open hand sort of look, and then he has the sort of walking fist type of look, and then he has just the fist hands for like punching or pounding his chest, and then he has these sort of C cup hands where he can hold the battle axe with. All right, and taking a look at the battle axe now, to put it in his hand, you actually do have to take it apart and then put it into the fist or into the grabbing hand, and then that's how you're able to get him to hold the axe. But just taking a look at the detail, I mean, the bone itself, it's really nice. The color, it's a little basic. It's just kind of some browns and some tans for highlights and stuff, but the skin sort of Godzilla reptilian like flap thing that folds around the blade itself looks pretty good. The blade looks really solid. The painting is really nice, and the sculpting, it looks like how it does in the movie. And yeah, I mean, like I said, you just take it apart and you put it into his hand, and I mean, yeah, it looks really nice. And here we have the articulation, and again, this is what holds the figure back for me personally. I think this could be a really good, I'd even say great figure like the Godzilla, if the articulation was just so much better. Again, the sculpting and everything is really solid. I think because the Kong body itself is super bulky, that like the arms especially have a hard, like he cannot put his arms down at all. Like what you see him like having his arms, just kind of out to the side, that's him with his arms down. That's the best you could do. It's very disappointing in my opinion, because otherwise, like I said, this would have been a great Kong figure to have for the Godzilla vs. Kong movie. But again, I mean, it's not all bad. I mean, there's a ball jointed head. There's, like it has like, the articulation. I would best compare it to like the Mezco Kong or like the NECA Kong. Like both of those combined with a tad hint of SH Monster Arts, where you have the ball jointed head, the ball jointed shoulders, the double jointed like hinge jointed elbows, ball jointed wrist, a pretty decent ball jointed waist, then the ball jointed hips, hinged knees, and then the ball jointed feet. Again, it's pretty okay articulation, but it just, if there was a way to get his arms to go down more, if there was a way to kind of bend him so that he could do more of a crawling pose, because he can't really do a crawling pose well. If there's just a way to like, just have him be more, articulated so you could pose him better, I think this would be a fantastic figure. And now we're going to be taking a look at some poses that I got him into. These are just a few that you could do yourself. And taking a look at some size comparisons, here he is next to the SH Monster Arts Mechagodzilla from Godzilla vs. Kong, the SH Monster Arts King Ghidorah from Godzilla King of the Monsters, the SH Monster Arts Kong from Godzilla vs. Kong, obviously, the NECA Godzilla 2014, the NECA Godzilla Burning Godzilla, the NECA Rodan and Mothra, and then we have the Playmates Warbat, the Playmates Skullcrawler, and then the Hiya Toys Godzilla. And that about wraps it up for this Kong figure. Again, while I am slightly disappointed in the figure because Hiya really impressed me with their Godzilla figure, I do think that this one it's still good. And I'm very excited for their upcoming Rodan. I'm very excited for their upcoming Mothra. I have both of those on pre-order, just waiting for them to come in. And yeah, and then obviously I'm very excited. They just showed off, in case you didn't see it, their Ghidorah, their King Ghidorah from King of the Monsters, and that one looks fantastic. I cannot wait for that. It looks phenomenal. And then their leaked Godzillas, they resculpted the Godzillas to have better neck joints and head sculpts. And I mean, I didn't think I was gonna get them, but after seeing them, I'm not gonna lie, I actually kind of want to get them now, all three of them. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm very, like I said, I'm very excited for the Hiya line. So while this wasn't the best in my opinion, I still can't wait for what else they have entailed. So that about does it. I appreciate y'all for watching. If you want to check out my Instagram page, Giovanni Arts and Collectibles, I post all my hobbies and art and all that there. But yeah, thank y'all for watching and have a great day.